Welcome to this edition of Along the Rock, brought to you by the Radar Free Press. I'm your host, Nathan Stahr, and with me today I have Staff Sergeant Aaron Geesey and Sergeant First Class Bobby Kibodeaux, both from the Army National Guard's 1644th Transportation Company. Did I say that properly? Excellent. Well, thank you guys both for your service and for coming up here today. So starting off, why don't you kind of give us a little bit of information about the Armory and the importance of being here in the community.
You want me?
Go ahead.
So we're the 1644th Transportation Company. So we are an Illinois Army National Guard unit, the 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer kind of deal. Specifically, our job in the military is line haul transportation. So we're semi trucks with 40-foot trailers. Most of the locals have seen us around. We've definitely helped out with parades and community events, so people have seen us, but there are, I'm sure, a lot of people in the community that aren't aware that we exist and that we're here. And we've been pretty uninvolved with the community for the last 10, 15 years or so, and we're trying to get back out so people know us, because we're here to support them, more or less.
Oh, yeah. So that was one of the reasons why we had you guys come up here today, to kind of talk about the Community Day event that you've got coming up. So what does this Community Day event mean to your unit, and why is it important to host it for the community?
So Sergeant Geesey actually approached me with this idea a couple months ago, and we kind of got this ball rolling, I would say, in September. Went over to the Rock Falls Chamber of Commerce, kind of asked them to help us advertise, kind of get some ideas, but this whole event is Sergeant Geesey's, we'll call it his baby. So he's gone above and beyond to get to vendors, reach out to basically have people put out the flyers everywhere, hundreds of flyers that we had some of our soldiers put up for us. And so we have a lot of people reach out to us regarding the event. A lot of different people from the community, different non-for-profits going to be there. Want to pick up?
Yeah, so the event is October 19th, so not this upcoming weekend, the following Sunday, from 10 o'clock till 2 p.m. Basically, when it comes down to it, the National Guard is involved. Locally, we haven't done a whole lot lately, but we in 2019 we were involved in flood duty down in the East St. Louis area. 2021 again we were on flood duty and COVID duty. We ran a COVID station outside of Aurora, as well as a warehouse distribution point in Rochelle. So typically when it's national emergency level is when we get involved. But I know historically Guard units in this area specifically has been involved years when there's terrible blizzards and stuff. Our armory is actually a safe haven for community members. I know we have our own backup generator and stuff, so we've been able to provide that kind of support in rough winters and stuff. It has not happened recently here, but I know Quincy, Illinois, there was a big snowstorm years ago where they were involved. But basically, when something like that happens in our community, the whole point of this community day is so that people know we're here, and so that we have a really good relationship with those folks. The other part of this is if our unit deploys again, our unit deployed in 2004, before that Desert Storm, but then 2004 and then 2011 to Kuwait both years. That's huge for the local community as far as their soldiers going off to war. But then we need the community to be able to support us in our time of need. So we definitely need to be more open with our community and support them when we can. So the whole point of this community day is just to allow the community to come into our doors, our building, see the kind of equipment we use and what our mission is and what we do, and kind of have fun with it. That way, when the time comes for us to get activated, that they have our backs in those situations.
Oh, definitely. So that kind of helps strengthen that bond between the community and the National Guard. So it's a really good idea for this event.
Yep.
Can you kind of walk through some of the, I see that there's some demonstrations that are going to happen during this event. So can you kind of walk through some of those demonstrations? I know there's like a gas mask demonstration, night vision demonstration. I think that's kind of fascinating. I think that'll draw a lot of attention.
Or you want to talk?
Yeah, we had a female mechanic who's also a nurse on the civilian side. She commissioned recently, so she's a lieutenant. Now, we asked her to come back and do the medical piece of it, some of the combat casualty care is what we call it. And so it sounds like she has a great plan in place for what she wants to do for demonstration. She's talking like makeup kits for injuries and demonstrations on basically what we call combat casualty care. So that's going to be pretty neat. The night vision and stuff, Geesey has some pretty good ideas as far as that goes.
So we have a retired chief warrant officer with an antique gun collection. He's going to come in and do a display so people can see past war weaponry. We are also going to have a display with our weapons so the community can see, kind of see what's going on with that. We have a night vision demonstration. So basically with that, what we're going to do is we'll have a office available, a sizable classroom really, where people are going to be able to put the night vision on with the lights off.
I was curious on how that was going to work with
We're going to set up a very safe obstacle course with cones where so there's no tripping hazards. People aren't going to get hurt doing this, but they're going to be able to actually put the night vision on or hold it to their face and try to go through this little obstacle course we'll have set up. We have a gas mask demonstration. The local recruiter, Sergeant First Class Mays, he has a fog machine. So people are going to be able to put the mask on and walk through a classroom with the fog machine and kind of feel how it is.
Not using real tear gas.
No real tear gas. But just kind of give them an opportunity to kind of see the kind of stuff we do.
Yeah.
We're going to have the meals ready to eat, the MREs, so people are going to be able to try a little bit of what Army food tastes like, which is definitely an experience. We're going to have local military-related vendors there, so if any of the retired community members that are military come in, they're going to be able to get some job assistance and some help from the VA kind of thing. We're going to have a Touch a Truck event in our parking lot, so people are going to be able to go through our vehicles. They'll be able to get in the semis and the Humvees, and we're talking about doing a demonstration. We have what's called a wrecker, which is basically a massive towing vehicle that has the ability to tow the capacity of a truck and a trailer plus a load. So it's really a big piece of machinery, but it's got a crane on the back end of it. So we're going to try to do a demo where they can pick up and put down a palletized load so people can see how that works. I'm going to definitely pitch that we're going to have the local fire department, local police department there. They're going to have tables set up and they're going to be handing out flyers and stuff, because to us, this community day is to involve us with the community, but it's also for the community. So I definitely invited local law enforcement and the fire department to have their own booth where they can hand out pamphlets. I think the fire department talked about smoke signal devices, handing those out for free. I'm not sure. I don't want to commit them to something they didn't volunteer for, but they're going to have a fire truck there that kids can get in and see. The police department, I'm not sure really. They are going to have a booth there. I'm not really sure what they're planning to do. We're also going to have food vendors there as well, so people can have something to eat while they're going around. Hopefully I did enough. Hard to forecast. You don't know if you're going to have 200 people or 1,000 people, so we did our best to make sure something's available. Other than that, like he said, there's the medical, which is going to be pretty cool, and then we're going to try to set up some yard games and stuff, as well as having our own Army recruiting vendor there. So if you're between the ages of 17 and
I don't know what
35. I don't know what the cutoff is. But if you're interested in joining, we will have recruiters there that can get people signed up for that. But it's going to be pretty big. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah. So not only is there just fun stuff to do, but there's also a lot of educational, and then also almost like a career fair type situation where you can kind of get an idea if it's something that you want to do in the future for young people. So that's amazing. Yeah. That's awesome. So can you give any other important information about the community event, like date, time, the location that this is happening? I know you talked a little bit about the day.
No, this is a great question. So October 19th, it's Sunday from 10 to 2. Big things to put out to the community is parking is very limited. We'll probably have our back parking lot blocked off for, we'll have handicap spaces available in the back so people don't have to walk as far. But as far as the community goes, parking's just going to have to be on the streets around the facility as the best they can. And then the police station, not the library, but the police station parking lot is totally open for parking for people. Because we're not set up to host a community day per se with our building, so just ask the community's patience with parking, but there will be a bit of a walk. We will have handicap accessible parking though for anybody that needs it, but otherwise, yeah, doesn't matter when they show up, 10 to 2, and we're happy to have as many people show up as they want as want to come.
Yeah, so I know where you're at in relation to the library. So what's the actual address of your facility?
The address is 716 6th Avenue in Rock Falls. Literally just right across from the community building and the library. Across the street, it's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah, there's a little T
Tucked
there.
away.
At the,
Absolutely.
The roads there. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Well, again, thank you guys for coming in and talking to us about this. I think it's a really cool idea, and hopefully it's a huge success for you, and you guys will be doing it for years to come. So
We hope so.
We hope so. Yeah, this will become an annual thing, hopefully.
All right.
So.
Oh, excellent. All right. So we also want to thank not only our production crew, and we want to thank our viewers as well. Remember that the Radar Free Press is free, so we do rely on your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments in order to keep us thriving. And if you want to see more videos like this, visit us at theradar.online.